All right, what's up, people? Welcome. We're south of the pier, way south of the pier, Huntington Beach, California. I'm with my crowd in the tent. I'm Jason DeBillius, and this is the AVP. Striking first blood. Right now, we're actually back from the technical timeout, and we're at French fries. We're at 11:11. I can't believe I said French fries. I can't believe I'm not stealing anybody else's thing. So on this side of the net, we have Tim Bomgren out of Minnesota, Pyotr Marciniak, and on the other side, Mark Bucknam serving out of Central Florida, and his partner, the incomparable Dylan Cox. Nobody up! Score is 11-12. This is a Contenders bracket match. Left shoulder serve, okay pass. Up and down set. Got it. Pyotr Marciniak, longtime partner Rafa Rodriguez. Impressive third place finish at Hermosa Beach, 2018 Coconut Beach Finals. Played with a bad wheel. Pyotr with a jump serve, tape. Mark, wow, going for the use. Pyotr's like, try to make him go to rehab. Pyotr says no, no, no. And they score again. Shoot. I think it's 13-12. I'll get you the score in a minute. Pyotr jump serve. Once again, handled well by Bucknam. Bucknam, line over. I'm going to get the score on the switch, guys, but I think it's 13-13. It's 10-11, 2 real points. Then I believe 2 real points by Bomgren and Marciniak. 13-13. Yeah, we're going to need you to move. What is she doing? She literally stopped in front of the server. Did you see that? Wow. J-hook pass. Got to bring it back. Bomgren, Marciniak, Doug. He's got to go and going for the elegant shot. And that's 14. 1 for the switch. Goes Tim Bomgren. Tim Bomgren is kid brother, Brian Bomgren, longtime partner. First time they made the main draw was together, brother act. They were the first ones to get me on the Wapaka, playing grass court threes. Bomgren, got it! Wow. Parting the Red Sea like Moses on that is Cox and Bucknam. Neither one of any part of that serve. Now it's 15-13 switch. Expect him to go middle again. This time he's going to aim for Cox's left shoulder. Yeah. Yep. Oh, there's the block. 16-13. That is 3 unanswered points, and in a perfect world, I'd look for a timeout. I don't know if youth and inexperience is going to take over. And Coach. What's up, man? There's a serve into the net, and not something you want to see on the other side, right, Kelly? You get a bunch of good points, and you got an apple? Can I have an apple? I just want one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bratson. 14-16. Serve out of the middle. Wow. Need a bulletproof vest for that one. Marciniak. Cox lost his balance a little bit. Little jerk step to the left, and Marciniak, in system, being the professional that he is, saw it and responded accordingly. 17-14. Let me check my volume. I do not want to be yelling at anybody today. Wow, there's the cut. Nice hot read on a 4-block switch. Yeah, that's a camera inside of that. Yeah, so it's Tucker's. Leela Tucker? It's Leela Tucker's. It's not actually on, so yeah. Leela's playing next match here, so playing with Bill Kolinsky. I gotta get a camera zoom on this thing. I'm just looking for new ideas, and that's a hell of an idea right there. Wow! Man, did that ball drop in a hurry, and a primal scream. Captain Caveman style, Dylan Cox. Unga Bunga needs another ace. Got Diet Pepsi? What's up, man? Oh, thank you. I take a little bit. Dylan with the floater handled easily, and there's a lefty on 2. Line dig, looking to tie the game. Dylan! Whoa! Dylan is on fire. 17 up and timeout is called. They want to talk it over. And did you see that girl? Did you see her do a reverse primal scream? So the girl with the white shirt, Kelly, said raw to Dylan. Yeah. Yeah. He's one of the better players no one talks about that much, you know? The guy in the blonde, his name is Dylan Cox, great. I mean, you see the wrist integrity? Yeah. Needed like 2 blocks for that. Yeah. It's desert weather. Yeah. I would also like to see him play a whole season with just one partner. So it's because it's not like he's unable to travel. He works at the airline. He can travel at any day, at any hour he wants, you know, which is the reason why he's been kind of this hitman for hire, because he's able to make the trip. Yeah. The most tournaments I think he played the last 2 years was with Jeff Samuels. Those were the 2 guys that played together the most, and regionally they've done well, but big games, I guess they got to train. They got to train in situations like that, right? Like iron sharpens iron, maybe.
Yeah.
Your opinion?
But
Yeah.
at the same time too, it's like, you know, he could have that consistency of having somebody like, hey, we're gonna play.
Yep. Yeah. Like Nuss and Cloth, right? The partnership between those 2 is probably the most important thing for chemistry. Yeah.
You just click. It's just
Yeah.
the flow is there. You know?
I'm literally a fan. Like, I'm more of a fan of the sport. I'm more of a purist. But if I had to pick someone I follow and fanboy for, it's Kristen Nuss and Taryn Clough. I absolutely love those 2. Yeah, they came on the podcast a couple of times too. We're just normal human beings playing volleyball. Yep. Yeah, and their following in Louisiana is religious. The governor, lieutenant governor, called them, said they're sponsored by the state of Louisiana too. So that's why they chose to train out there. So they got state-of-the-art facility at LSU. Drew Hamilton's their coach, good coach. Russell Brock before that. So yeah, this is first set. It's 17 up. Yeah. Hey, good.
Coach for me, and I worked with him a little bit in high school. I've known him for a while.
Oh, I'm sure the kids love him too, cause he's so even keel.
Yeah, well, he's in Florida now. So
oh, he is?
They get good, and then like Keone got good, and now he's pushing at GCUs.
He lives in Florida now.
Right
Cool.
now, he's
Yeah.
still in his,
God. He was in Texas last time I checked.
Well, he's a flight attendant.
Yeah. So he just jumps on the plane.
Requested Hermosa Beach.
Dude, it's like a full bird colonel that has like a Mac flight, like a military Mac flight.
He's like,
Just get on, yeah. Anywhere in the world, $15.
Yeah.
Let's go, Dylan. That ace though was. Did you see the drop at the end? It had this Gnarly, nasty drop. All right, we're back from the timeout. Each team is afforded one timeout apiece, not including the technical. And the most important serve is the one after the timeout. Let's see how he does. Low toss, yeah. The most important serve, the one after the timeout. Yeah, 18-17 is the switch. Yeah, indoor, it's almost like you look at the coach and say, great timeout. Expect him to go back to Bucknam, to Mark. Yep, middle serve, handled okay. Little scoop shovel pass on that one, and patiently, calmly, and quietly goes line over. The man is bossing it today. I love the atmosphere of Huntington Beach, though. Like true fans, like some of the local talent growing up and playing with each other, and like the support. It's like a good kind of incestuous. Serve straight to Tim Bomgren, and there's the drifter, and Bomgren just out of bounds. Then the game of inches. Serve a left shoulder to a left-handed passer. He just might be staying system. Another good pass. That time he held his platform. Drifter set, nobody up. Doug. He's got to take it. Yeah, you can't ask yourself the question on that one. Doug! Beating the I formation, going one way. Reverses field, wrist away. I don't know if you pronounce it Buckham or Buckham, but for that one, we're going to say Buckham. They don't want to dig me? Buckham. 19-19. Who's going to blink? Dylan Cox. That's a better toss on the jump. Served to space there. A little bit of a rush job, but man, let me tell you something. Marciniak's probably the best bump setter on the tour. I've seen him jump bump. I've seen him do like ridiculous stuff. Set point opportunity number 1. Tim Bomgren to serve. He's got a little tribe of kids at home, born with volleyballs in their hands. Tim with the serve, left shoulder. Buckham, nice. Did you see body language on that? He like torqued. He torqued line. Yeah, you saw it, right? Ridiculous skyball. I don't know, but I saw something in the air that looked like a bird. That was a skyball. I thought it was Brett Griner, but it isn't. He looks a lot like him. Jump serve. That ball left balloons out of bounds and right into our living room. Set point opportunity number 2. I expect Marciniak to jump serve. This from the left side, yep. I expect him to go for Dylan Cox's left shoulder, might wind up in the middle. It's going to probably go left shoulder and drag it. Yep, left shoulder drag, handles okay. Looking for the side out. Oh my goodness! Who put that child in front of him? Says Dylan Cox for the switch. 21-21. Got to find out where Dylan got those shades. That's one of my hobbies in New York. Before I moved, I started doing this I collected shades, so now it's just beach shades. I always had a drawer, a closet full of shades. But like Church Avenue, Flatbush Avenue, $5 shades, you know? Oh my goodness! The veins in the neck were popping out, man. And that served to space it. That's just about a matter of it being in or out. Marciniak wasn't within 10 feet of it. Now, first set point opportunity for Dylan Cox. There's a shorty, handled okay. Up and down, Bomgren. Oh! A jump in on a 3. 23-21, winners of the first set. The two fastest ways to score a point, an ace on the block. And just like that, whew, they're gone. That serve to space was wicked though, right? He wasn't within like 9 feet of that. So that was just a matter of in or out, you know?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Where does AVP stream these things? Is it on YouTube or
What's that?
where's AVP stream?
YouTube. Because it's AVP America, so they should have their YouTube handle. Go on.
From my hometown.
So it might be under the AVP handle or the AVP America handle. I do like the small tournaments because there's a level of intimacy where everybody's just kind of chill, you know. Gold Series is like just so many moving parts, man. It looked like I was in Manhattan Beach that first day. I had zero fun. I was coaching the first day and it was zero fun for me, but second and third day was okay. I missed the guy with the bugle though. There's the guy with the bugle. What's up, man? I'm good, babe. Chilling with the decadent today. Yeah. This is Kelly. It's my wife. Yes. That Kelly's my bodyguard. This one's my wife. That one breaks people down when I point my finger. That's right. None of you want me pointing my finger at you. You heard, Kel? None of you want me pointing my finger at you. Who is it? So who are they playing? Who's Bill playing here? It's supposed to be a gnarly match. Yeah. Woo! Best friends become strangers. I was gonna invite you guys to my house for board game night, but when I found out that was their last tournament, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Bill was down for it. Bill was like, I'd love that. I have like catchphrase and stuff like that. And I live in Hermosa, so. But I'm like, nah, probably not. All right, we're at the second set, and wow, the same way the game ended is the same way this set begins with a block, a 3 block, a nice little 3 block jump in, left hand turned in. This scoreboard is awesome. The score cam, man, it's just, got it for my juniors and now for adults. Wow. There's that serve to space again, and nice rhythm on the serve, and once again, body language, torque in line, and wrist away cross. Marciniak ties the game. How you doing, Braxton? Fine? This girl just belched.
You learned that
Tim Bomgren with the serve. He's got a pretty good jumper, but I think I would go floater. Yep, that's what you want to do. Oh, there's the option, and no! Trying to do a little bit too much. It was Dylan Cox on that, and now the score is 2-1. Yeah, that set was awesome. That's a double hit. Double contact called by the ref. A quick 3-1 lead. Huh? He called net?
I don't know. I thought he called it before he even said it. That's why I thought it was
Yeah.
shirt.
Well, that means he's calling it right. He's calling a double how it comes in.
No, before
Yeah.
he said it.
Oh, before? Yeah.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I think
Yeah, then if he did that, I don't love that call then. Because that means he saw his hand position and already made up his mind before he saw the set.
so he didn't call a net?
No. No, I think you're right. I think he called a net.
Down there somewhere.
2-3. Bucknam with the serve. Didn't get the lift off he wanted, but kept it in play. Back set and an easy wrist away, or should I say turn away for Pyotr Marciniak. 4-2's the score. A bit of a hook on that pass, and wow. Yeah, bad move on body language. Sold his jump for the shot, didn't have the drop he wanted. Got to jump for power. Set up your shot. 5-2's the switch. Leading by 3 in the set, trailing 0-1 in the match. It's Marciniak and Bomgren. Yeah, come join us. Yeah, this is the players' tent. Cool, man. Nice release, and that time, Mark jumped for power, which set up his cut. Sometimes if you jump for a shot, you don't get the drop on the cut you want, and that time, fixing what was broken before the switch. Dylan Cox to serve. Very streaky jump server, and he finished in very dramatic fashion. For those of you that just joined us, we're in the second set. There's the toss he likes, and wow, little bit of a Pizza Hut deep dish on that one. Tim Bomgren goes thumbs deep on that deep dish, right? Tim saw the 4-block switch, but very much like I was critiquing Mark, I think he jumped for shot on that one.
Yeah.
One point, one side out, one real point. Yo, dude, that is a long rally over there, dude.
Oh shoot, I was watching this one.
Wow, Chewbacca. Tim Bomgren, Chewbacca, that joust. Adam Roberts warming up. (6-4). There's the score. Tim Bomgren gonna go jump floater again, maybe. No, this time topspin, jump serve out of the middle. Wow, nice discipline by Dylan. Dylan saw the switch. When in doubt, go middle. Score is 5-6. Mark Bucknam to serve. Once again, out of Central Florida. Real men wear pink. And that ball left balloons out of bounds. Got 99. So mother load, I actually said left balloon 99 times, Kel.
Yeah, can you eat this off your shirt?
Oh, good dig. Nice balance by Tim. Tim Bomgren, transition. Got it. Real points for the veterans. Tim Bomgren rocking the Camina gear. Camina, one of the sponsors from Motherload a month ago. A couple of months ago. Dylan Cox and Bucknam came out of the qualifier. Not a lot of wear and tear. They actually had very, very good energy efficiency. This time of year, November in Huntington Beach. Not worried about dehydration as much as you are other times of the year. Wow, there's the crossbody. There's the set transition. Teardrop for the switch. A lot of Chewbacca crabbing at the referee, and this time I don't know about what. So it's going to be a conversation about hands, but I don't think we saw much of that going on. Jump serve this time right to, wow. Right to Marciniak and the left-handed Bomgren. First point off the switch is Piotr and Tim. Kaya Marciniak, also a big-time player, Piotr's wife. Multiple-time NVL champ. In fact, the first time I saw her was Hermosa Beach 2016. The NVL was one of their stops, probably their last stop in Hermosa Beach ever. There's the cut, there's the balance, and let's see if we can get the payoff. Transition, jumbo shrimp. Jumbo over the block, over the dig, and in. That makes it 10-6, and I want to stay for at least one more, Kel. We got a good one, Evan Corey, against Kalinsky, yeah. Oh, true that. Is that ball out of bounds? Yes, it was. The score is 7.
Watching in Hermosa, when those two are playing against each other, like everyone loves Sarah. It's like, okay, that bitch, she should never win. It's like now they're all gonna smile and be like, go, you know.
Oh.
It's really fun.
Yeah. Actually,
There was some true vitriol from the Hughes fans.
Yes.
In those matches.
Tell you this. Well, I won't talk about it on camera, but let's just say I had a conversation 15 minutes ago with Jordan Chang, because when I was looking for my Pepsi, and what we were talking about came up. I'll tell you about it off camera, but it was very interesting that he picked it up too. You know, well, he knows about it. I just didn't know if he wanted to talk about it, but he knows me. He and I, we don't share. You know, I don't out people. Otherwise, I won't have a podcast if I start talking about people outside of volleyball. We got 11-8. 2 away from the technical timeout. Dylan Cox, once again, misses a lot, but when he's on, he seems so unstoppable. We're missing FIVB for this.
Never missing FIVB.
Oh, not anymore, right? Yeah. Yeah, Beach Right Volleyball World has been such a great app, dude. Everybody wanting you to pay money for this and pay money for that. That is $5.99 for that app was the best investment I've ever had in volleyball.
The only improvement though is they should take the times off the match. That's the thing that I hate that.
Yes.
I hate that it's so hard.
Because it gives away who won, right?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
After the first set, you're like, oh, done.
Yeah, because if you see the match lasted 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, you know.
When the second set comes, you already know it's 2-0.
Yeah, I find that super frustrating.
So from then on, we'll just click on the matches that we know are 3 sets.
Okay, good.
Who got that last point though? That's what I want to know.
Oh no, I'm trying to see if Hagen and Dietrich.
Ref, is that 12-9 or 13-8?
3-8.
Thank you. 3-8. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Piotr, thank you. So Tim's first kid, the shape of his head looked just like his father. Then you see him at 1 year old bumping a ball, or like a baby net hitting. I'm like, dude, that's how you guys do in Minnesota.
We don't have to put on our shoes.
No.
And we're not bringing it.
If you drink out of this one, the front one.
Okay. Bomgren with the serve, little float action, and he blew and like you said before, Kelly, that was deja vu.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He blew the whistle before he even made the move.
He got a lift on that.
Net violation, yeah.
No, he didn't call it. He got a lift.
A lift?
I think so.
No.
Because the guy was motioning. Oh, you.
No. I thought he called like an early net violation. I mean,
I think it's just a bad ball.
yeah.
Look what I
A little Chewbacca action by Mark Bucknam. Han Solo on the ref's chair getting chewied. 14-8 is the score. And very, very premature whistle for whatever that could have possibly been.
I just saw them over there. I think they are going to be. Oh, yeah, they're warming up. Yeah.
There's the cut. What a nice dig and a get. Free ball opportunity. Bucknam, tight set. And there's the result. Marciniak blocked like a Polish guy on that one. Straight down, 15-8.
It's so weird that they don't have updated graphics. Yeah, it's like a it's like old school.
There's the up and down, and there's the cut. Tim, second move on the ball. It's 9:15. Yeah. Yeah, they're leading by 6, but they're trailing 0-1 in the match. So all tell signs say third set. Kelly, can you tell me who those two are in the burgundy? The matching pants, who are they? The two girls in the matching pants, burgundy or maroon pants. Right? That's what I was thinking. Me and you were like, I don't have the first clue. Okay. Wow, there's the on two, the option play, if you will. I saw them yesterday at the qualifier, and they like cruise control all the way. Yeah. Like energy efficiency, they look like they were in the right place. It's who? Maybe that could be her. Interesting. That's a good question. I'm gonna find out in a minute though. Do you know who they're playing against? Because I could go on BVB and then just. Right.
Wasn't it good?
Peter, you got 16-10? 17-9. Gotcha. Tim Bomgren. Body looks like Tim Bomgren, that body looks like he could play any sport, right? Put him in a football game. It's like, play any position you want.
I'm going to be an end. Wide receiver.
Yes.
Take your pick.
All right, we're back from the timeout. Once again, each team has one timeout apiece, not including the technical timeout. Wow, nasty drop on the cut. 17-10. We're one away from the switch. Sorry, 10 serving 17. Dylan the serve. Dylan Cox played almost the entire last year with Jeff Samuels during the COVID year, or 2 COVID years, depending on what state you lived in. Florida, it was just a COVID year. California, it's a COVID 2 years. There's a drifter set. Tim, teardrop Doug. Looking for 11, Dylan. Shaves the pits, sneaks it under. There's your switch, 11 to 17. Could very well be the last switch of the second set. There's that sky ball again. We saw the tail end of that sky ball. Jump serve, wow. Boy, did that ball have somewhere to go. Oh, trying to roundhouse it. That ball hits the tape and you saw a little bit of roundhouse. Don't have a whole lot of wind today. I'm just trying to look to see where the flags are blowing. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of this. Look at that. Just sand dropping straight down. Sorry.
Usually for Huntington too in the afternoon,
It gets gnarly, right? Yeah. I would say the same about Hermosa, where I live in Hermosa Beach. Yeah. Afternoon practices for my juniors. I'm like, man, you guys are preparing for championship time. There's the jump set, and there's the line over. Got it. Shot off the tape. There's the back set and never over on Marciniak, and now it's 13-8. A big, big, big hill to climb up. They need another ace. They need another dig. Make this 16-18 or 16-19. Give yourself a shot. And nope. Low toss. You almost saw that coming. 19-13. I'm going to go a little higher on that toss. There's the in and out on that set. Not the best set in the world, and there's a block, and that's set point opportunity number 1 for the heavy favorites, the 6th seed in this tournament at Huntington Beach. Crowd's starting to pick up. Glad we got the best seat in the house. Look at the small village that assembled. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Short serve. Cross court, nice little 3/4 power shot. We're gonna have a switch, or we're gonna have the end of the second set. Boy, did that ball drop in a hurry. Back set. And there's the last kill of the match, of the set. Are you ready? Going set 3. Calling team captains. I'm actually going to move the camera. No, I'm not going to move the camera. I was going to move the camera and show another game.
I don't know who's red badge. The one guy. Greg, is this your red badge? Okay.
Diet Pepsi.
Oh, let me see.
Would she like water? Yes. Dude, I accept. Thank you.
I've eaten there before.
I know. This is my little corner of the earth. I mean, My wife's a smart one. She went to center court. She wanted to watch the Taylors play, and I'm like just chilling here. Thank you. What's your name?
Greg.
I'm Jason, man. Pleasure meeting you. Not working today, just having fun. No coaching, no. Yeah. Next match is gonna be fun. It's Evan Corey and Lotman against Kalinsky and Tucker. Partners become strangers. Yeah. I was actually gonna have them both over for like board game night, but then I found out they were breaking up. I'm like, no, okay, forget that. No. But Bill was totally down for that, you know. Like, I live in Hermosa and they live pretty close by. Evan made a decision to move out here, so, which I think career-wise, like some people it's not smart and some people it is. For him, didn't have a partner, smart move. Right, Nuss and Clove, stay, you know, like,
You're gonna pick somebody else.
yeah, yep.
You have all the other beaches.
It's also about what makes you better. Like if training groups are more of a waste of time than productive, then don't do it. Like Qatar, right? They don't do training groups. They do scrimmages, and that's it. They'll fly the Norwegians in or the Spaniards, Kavir and Herrera. Norway, you don't see big training groups. I like training groups for networking, which is why I thought it was important for him, networking, meeting new partners, hooking up with people. Yeah. It's very much like theater school. Do you want to go to Pace, where the actor studio's there? 54 actors, 12 directors, or do you want to go to Brooklyn College, where it's only 3 directors and 12 actors, where it's more focused on your craft? Maybe you can teach it someday. So good move for the Kristen Nuss-Cloth, good move for Corey. Everybody's happy. Yeah. Best friends become strangers. It's going to be a great match. Sorry, what were you going to say?
It's a win-win.
Yeah, it is. I was actually talking to him about when do you think is a good time to move to a spot to play volleyball, and when is a good time to stay? Like Nuss and Clove, their situation, staying is a smart move because you can always visit here 6 times a year and save money that way, you know? Yeah. But like Corey at the time was looking for a partner, like the training groups and networking and getting that was smart. Yeah. Yeah. Convincing win second set, Bomgren and Marciniak. What's his name? Dylan Cox caught fire on his jump serve, on his serve to space. It was just a matter of in or out. Like Marciniak wasn't within like 10 feet of some of those. You see serves like that? It's just like it's either in and out. I'm not touching that. You only see that like indoor or like remember KJ Chris Johnson? Occasionally he'd have streaks like that were ridiculous. Oh, Beloff. Yeah. I played that guy in Central Park, right? I'm up 20-18. He says, what's the score? I said 18-20. He goes back there, 4 aces. I said, fuck you, man. You could have done that the whole time instead of teasing me. I was up 20-18. I thought I was in good shape. Yeah. Courts there are beautiful, by the way. Yeah. You ever go there, just drop in. You'll be surprised how many fans you have out there. A lot of them, the first time they saw you were playing with Drost, Avery Drost. Oh, okay. Semifinals. It was 2016 or 15. I don't remember which year, but you and him. Drost played full-time defense, and you guys looked terrific. And your block was on. You're a streaky blocker. Dude, you were on that whole tournament. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just started.
Was that first point? I just missed first point. That was the ace, right?
Yeah.
Back here.
I made a trail too. Yay.
Sorry, let's reset scores. Boom, boom. Tied at 1 apiece. Great topspin, but his location. Wow, there's the cover and there's the bump. No! What a rock star play! No ref to look at on that one. Not sure what they won on the call. That was clean. Yeah, you can't sit on your hands. You gotta stay at the net or pull. He got caught in no man's land. He didn't pull and he didn't didn't stay in block. It's just kind of like I'm doing tape delay next one. Tape delay, like because the scoreboard, the live stream doesn't have the scoreboard. So in other words, I could get it to you. Are you live streaming or you just recording?
I was doing it on YouTube, but YouTube just always gives me issues.
It was chopping, right? Yeah. You know why? Because YouTube is a legit live stream, and like Facebook, they recognize as a conference. Like the computer recognizes as a conference. So your resolution for Instagram and Facebook is smoother. Because they lower the resolution because they think it's not like a sports thing. It's like a. I think we got 2-2 here. I am so looking forward to your match. I didn't move my behind an inch. Yeah. You just enjoy the ride because there's a best friends become strangers thing going on here. I believe we got 2s apiece on this. Marciniak jump floater. I expect it to go short. It did not. It's moderate. There's the up and down and Bucknam. My goodness. What a block by Marciniak. Sometimes you make a decision to penetrate on that, and his decision was to just extend his left hand more over. Mark Bucknam hits top of the tape on line and high on the cross, so instead of penetrating, you just extend that hand out there. And that ball is out of bounds and 2 unanswered points. I expect Marciniak to go back to him.
Today's Saturday, huh? Oh, you know what?
4-2 is the score in this decisive third set. Piotr to serve. Oh my goodness, when it rains, it pours. 3 unanswered points for the veterans. 5-2. Luck is the residue of design as that ball hits the top of the tape. Trickle down economics from Mark Bucknam. This one goes deep, and I didn't like the sophomoric approach on that one. First one short, second one go deep. Just go short again. Peter Marciniak grew a brain in his head on that one and missed. Now the score is 3-5. Jump serve. Wow, great estimated time of arrival, but Piotr gets blocked! Back at him, the shades. Scores 4-5. Piotr taped his 2 fingers, the ring finger and pinky. If you remember that from like 2000, it was an absolute bloodbath, like the break. Dude, I was like, someone called the Red Cross. We got a donor, man, you know? It was ugly. 4-5, Dylan Cox with the serve. I think the last thing he wants to do on this serve is actually think. If you got a good toss, sometimes you got a good toss like that, shouldn't have too much of an emphasis on the wear unless you control that end. Wow, man, was Bomgren way off the ground on that one. Came down like a ton of bricks. Andy Benesh in the house. Big smile on his face. Andy got rid of the mustache, thank God.
Score.
Everybody wants to look like Magnum, for Christ's sakes. Yeah.
Not for everybody.
No.
Sneak in front of you guys.
And you, with your drop dead gorgeous mug, don't grow no beard, don't grow no mustache. 6'4", and that ball hit him and he knows it. No, that ball hit the top of the tape. It's now 7-4. And Mark knows that there's no time to be down on himself. This is a game of 15. You gotta go, you gotta go. Short serve. Handles okay. And sometimes that's what happens when you start sacrificing height for accuracy. Going a little low on that pass, and the problem is when you're not accurate with a low pass, it's sometimes an overpass happens, sometimes your partner has to lunge to set, and it's a big world of hurt. It's now 8-4. And Bomgren, rinse, repeat. 9-4. Timeout is called in.
All right, there you go. I'm out of your way.
Maybe sometimes timeout is a little bit too late on that one. Generally, you want to do it after 3 points. And I know I sound like a Monday morning quarterback, but that's at least on the international scene, it's volleyball 1-on-1. Tim Bomgren, I believe, made a semis or a Chicago finals. Hitman for hire, played with Keem Schulk. Another hitman for hire. Scores 9-4. Could be a runaway. Dylan Cox, Jeff Samuel said he's an amazing teammate. Talked to Jeff about him a couple of times. Almost in the Minch category. There's the jump, and there's a point opportunity, and wow. Tim knew he had to go. That ball was a chuck. You got to give it to him. That's a great call. That's a great call. That ball went in one hand, out the other. A little side spin to suggest a double, and I'm not a big guy on judging by spin, but that was the right call by the ref. And Marciniak, smart enough to know he's not going to waste a lot of time arguing with the ref. You're up 9-5. You have momentum. Next play. There's the lunge, up and down set. Bomgren looking for the cut. Man, he'd like to have that one back. He's going to get a chance to get that one back. I expect them to serve him again. Yeah, don't run into anything with your head, okay? I know it's still the biggest part of your body, but no. Yeah. Tim Bomgren, left shoulder, back set. Drifter, and that ball's out of bounds. I think the ref missed a net violation. Timeout is called. My man hooked me up with some water. I am eternally grateful. Yeah, man. I actually have a coach's badge that I was too embarrassed to pick up because none of my teams did well yesterday. I'm like, I'll maybe keep it for memorabilia. Maybe I'll go out and get it after this match. But I have like a wall, like a hanging thing that has like all of them lined up, like every place I've coached the last 6 years, every venue. Just memorabilia, just for, for whatever.
The thing about it is, it's things that you earned and you should be proud of.
Yeah. Well, 2021, dude, I coached 2 teams in the qualifier, so yeah, I took my badge because I did more work in the qualifier than some people did in the main draw. I'm telling you, it was like 6 matches I had to coach 2 teams, so I'm like, give me my badge. And this year, Jeff had points, so that, you know, so it's good to have the extra day off and live in the video room like a hermit. 7-9, and that ball is in. Much needed side out. Piotr Marciniak to serve. Coach Chang out here with Kelly Chang. Wow. When in doubt, swing. Good things happen when you hit the crap out of it. It's 8-10. Tucker, it's 8-10, just in case you're... 8-10? Yeah, just in case you're wondering. Dylan Cox at the service line. Changed the room temperature the first set. Can he do it again in set 3, trailing by 2? And good serve speed, but I don't know. If you serve a left shoulder to a left-handed passer, that's the results you're going to get. Most lefties I know are right shoulder weak. Lefties, we're the worst. We do nothing with our right arm. And if you look at Corey, it's kind of the same problem. You looked at John Mayer when Mayer played. As sharp as he was right shoulder weak. Even Sharif from Qatar. Serve out of the middle. Wow. Tim Bomgren going for the hubby wife on that one. Just missed. Opportunity. Opportunity is knocking at your door. 9-11. Clap of encouragement by Dylan Cox. It's 9 serving 11. Left shoulder serve, left-handed passer. Goodbye. Past the block, past the dig, right into our living room. 12-9, 3 points away from securing this 3-set match, and moving on to the next round is Marciniak and Bomgren. With that Savvy Sim over there. Dude, that's a match to watch. That's a match of interest. There's the back set, up and down. Wow. Teardrop. Felt like it was in the air forever. And all we can do is watch. Opportunity knocks at the door. Dylan Cox. Very, very comfortable position. For him, if opportunity knocks and he's not home, opportunity waits. Yeah, I agree. And sometimes that toss, right? It's everything in the world. A little bit too forward, too low. Yeah. Yep. And how? Amen. Look at Savvy gets dug. Sarah Hughes. There's the cut. Ball's dug. Bomgren looking for 14. Not yet. Knows he's got to go. Wow. Noogies that. I don't know what you call that. A tomahawk noogie. 11-13. Don't go conservative with your serve. That's the serve, left shoulder, but man, what an even better pass by Marciniak. There's the block! 12-13 switch. Like I said, When opportunity knocks and Dylan's not home, opportunity waits. Mark Bucknam with the serve. Oh, no, he abandoned it, went to floater, and there's the set. I don't like that set, guys. That was out. You think so? Oh, man. Well, if it's what you think it is, that's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the Pizza Hut set, though. Yeah. It was a catch and release and side spin. I mean,
You know I would have said something.
wow. So you got the call. Yeah. What's that?
You cheer loud enough, you can influence anybody.
Dude, yes. Just ask Sean Cook. I think Sean Cook basically carries the ref for 3 sets. There's 13 up, and there's another block! Block or never overtake your pick. The net result is the same. Par for the course. It's 14-13 match point opportunity for Dylan Cox and Mark Bucknam. Will he go jump serve or floater? Back to Marciniak. No, this time J-hook. Bringing it back. Bomgren goes line, middle, Doug for the match. Dylan. Teardrop! Blocked! And that's it! Oh, check the forecast in hell. It just froze over. Winners 2-1. 15-13. Dylan Cox, Mark Bucknam over Bomgren and Marciniak. And ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen anything yet. Next match, Corey, Lotman, Tucker, Kalinsky coming up. But for now, so long. See you guys later.